Well, hello and good evening to everyone. I'm Dr. Julia Royston of BK Royston Publishing, Royal Media and Publishing, and the coaching community, the Book Business Bosses, where we help you get your message to the masses, turn your words into wealth, and be a book business boss. And so I'm super excited to be on today to have an invitation, but I want to just give you just a few points before I get started. And Miss Lily Land Watson is going to be on with me in a few minutes, but and other authors too as well. So give us a few minutes and they'll be on. She'll be back in just a moment. So I wanted to come on and then really share a couple things with you. And so please like, share, comment what I'm about to say and what I'm about to before we even continue to talk about the event that's coming up this weekend. If you're in and around the Huntsville, Alabama area, I'm coming to town and I'm super excited to be a part of a major event. But even before that, I just wanted to talk really briefly about events and how important they are. So, put your business owner hat on. If you're an author, put your ear to it. If you know an author who is has written a book and getting ready to launch and getting ready to publish, or they're thinking about it or whatever, tag them in this video tonight. Tag them in this live stream because I really want to help somebody. And I have been, as y'all know, I have been on the high, and the old folks say the highways and hedges. I have been high and low. I have been as far west so far as Kansas City, Missouri, and I've been as deep south as Mobile. I've been as high north as Michigan, and over to the East Coast to Maryland and DC, and head all the way down to Florida. So I've been kind of the three quarters of the country. And so I've seen a lot, especially with authors. I do a lot of book events. Special shout out to Mr. Daryl Harvey and the Black Child Book Fair tour that is just sweeping the country and sweeping the nation. And we hope to be out of the country, hopefully in 2023. But a lot of things that just a few tips that I really want to just drop on you so you can hear it on the replay and just really take some notes on this one. So one of the things that I find that is so important, just a few things that I find so important, is participating in events and actually getting out of your comfort zone to actually taking the product or the service that you have directly to the people. Now, in 2020, when the world shut down and we were all in our houses going, what is going to happen next? I really I missed being in person and having in person events, but I really was on my grind in the virtual space with my email list, going live on social media, connecting with people, having online classes, on the phone with people. So I used every resource I had. I wasn't going in person anywhere, but everything else I was doing. I didn't really start moving about the country, with all diligence until 2021. But I have not eliminated any of the other things. So I still send out emails. I still go live as I am now. I still have my email list. I still send monthly newsletters out. I still talk to people on the phone. I talk to people on Zoom. I have podcasts. I have shows. Yes, I don't know when I sleep, but I sleep very well. I don't have no trouble sleeping because I works, I sleeps. But one of the things that I have added even more, especially in 2022, just because I don't know what the future holds, so why it's safe to move about the country, I do it. So one of the things about in-person events that I really enjoy is, number one, being able to meet my audience or potential audience, or introduce myself to a new audience. I get in front of new people who have never met me and don't know me. And I have the personality, I have the face, I have the look, and I smile a lot. I look real goofy, but I smile a lot, and then I sales a lot too. But but I really like meeting my potential audience or introducing my books to new audiences. That's number one for me. That's the reason why I drive for hours. I don't even like, I love flying better. But when you got as many books as I do, you got to drive. Riding in cars, I've seen places I'd never thought, beautiful scenery. Some of it's boring, some of it's wonderful, new stops, new places, new foods, everything. But I love the idea of, number one, meeting my audience or introducing myself to a new audience. Okay. And number one of the main reasons why that is because I, number two, eliminate the middleman. Somebody else, the Amazon thing. Nope, I have inventory. I can sell directly to them. So when they fall in love what I have, open them up, look at the books, they're like, yeah. So then I have my contact information. If people are interested in publishing, I go direct to my audience. And another thing too is that most people who know me and know I publish books, they're like, oh, she's old hat. But there are people who don't know that there are Black publishers out there. Not self-published authors who just publish themselves, but who publish other people in a hybrid or independent model. Okay. So they don't know we exist. So one of the main ways, besides advertisements and getting out there, is getting out there to actual events where people actually meet me. And they were like, oh my gosh, congratulations. I've had older ladies hug me and I'm just so proud of you, baby. And I'm not even related to them, but I'm related to them. And so I make that connection. And then number three, I get instant feedback. Oh my gosh, I love these books. Or do you have anything on? And then that's number four, what they need or want. So I have a book on letters on site and letters we write. So letters on site, it's for sight reading and letter recognition. But I also have a book that accompanies that where the child can actually learn to write. That's for small children. Well, recently I was at an event and the lady said, do you have anything on math? And I wrote that down. And that was number five. Number four was what they want and what they need. Number five is new products to create. So now that's going to be book number, I think that's going to be 74 for me, is I have come up with a small math book for ages 3 through 5 or 6 who are learning to count. So, so those are the five main things for actually having events or being a part of events, or that you should be a part of events. Is one, you meet your audience. Two, you eliminate the middleman. Three, you get instant feedback of the books that you have. Then number four, you get to find out what people want and need. And then number five, you get instantly new products that you should create. Now, that's for your decision to decide whether you want to create that product, service or not. But with somebody like me, who's in the business of books and wanting to continue to be a book business boss, I'm writing. I'm going in my writer's cave to write. So I hope those five things help you when thinking about going to events and being at events. And I'm going to stop right there just to let that mull over in your mind of things, of reasons why you should even have events. Then I'm going to come back in a few minutes and really talk about the things you need when you're doing events. All right. So Miss Lily Watson will be on in just a second, but I am pleased as punch to have on with me this evening, Minister Fred of No More Dirty Ink. He is the host of the event that we're going to in Huntsville, Alabama this upcoming weekend. I want him to invite us, give us the little backstory, not the little backstory, the big backstory on why, the what, and all that good stuff. And tell us what it's going to be, who's going to be there. Oh my gosh, we're super excited and we're so glad that you're here. Take it away, sir.
Okay, so first of all, thank you, Doc Julia. You appreciate you for the opportunity. As you see, I'm behind the set. I'm actually getting ready to do an interview on two of the local channels. So this is perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yay.
So let me just jump in and say, first of all, what you're doing is amazing. Appreciate you. And the good doctor is going to be there. Obviously, you all are going to be there. That's good. But let me tell you a little bit about it. So the name of the festival is Good Music and Arts Festival. This is our second annual. We did it last year. I'll give you the backstory. I work with families and a lot of families in housing and then also just in general. and have an organization called No More Dirty Inc. It's a 501c3 public charity that's specifically designed to address urban, postmodern, rural, the tough issues through creative solutions, as well as evidence-based and support services. So doing that, here in the area, pandemic hits, everything shuts down. We end up doing, we end up being a station for, hang on, everybody's calling, not right now. And so what happens, sorry about that. So what happens is, we, we make the building, our space, we have a center available, and we begin to work with the state in feeding folk during the kids were at home. So now the mom, dad got to be parent, teacher, cook, chef, exercise coach, all of that. So we opened up the spot and we started doing that. It opened doors of relationship with the city. I think we fed about 4,000 to 5,000 people within that span, the last 3 months of school. Then it opened up an opportunity, because then they were like, hey, Minister Fred, listen, you got anything else that we can do together? So then we end up doing a soft launch for summer programs and so on and so on. That opened up another opportunity. And then I was getting parents who was calling afterward during the summer, like, hey, is there any place we can go where I can bring my whole family to an event, a concert, a festival, and I don't have to take them because of the vulgarity or because of the messaging or this or that, because that's not kosher for my family, or it's not safe for the businesses, or it's not palatable, meaning tasteful, for local, state, and federal government, because they're not going to touch anything that's ratchet, right? Anyway, so I shared. I used to tour, so I shared, and I said, let me put together something and so we talked, and we put together 100% kid and family friendly festival, citywide. So it's just like when you have a big tour come in, gospel fest, this fest, that fest, but there's no alcohol, no cigarettes, no this, no that, whether that's your personal preference, but not during that time. And so we did it last year in the heart of the rise of the pandemic. And then as a result, what happened was we had 2,500 people come out. We gave away masks. I had a great time, about 10 performers, and so on and so on. So it was a smash hit. We're doing it again this year. This year is going to be this weekend, which will be October 2nd. That's a Sunday. We actually have a gun take back initiative with China White and Dunk on Friday, but that'll be at the Bob Harrison Center. I'll send you that information too, Doc, so you can, and it's free. We got oh man, it's going to be amazing. So we're doing a national gun take back, which has never been done on that level here in the city. Again, you're changing the game by changing the narrative and doing positive things. So that is going to be on Friday, September the 30th, Bob Harrison Wellness Center. That's in North Huntsville. 6:30 is the summit, but the gun take back starts at 4, and then we run to 6:30 to 8:30, a couple hours, 2.5 hours, and then on Sunday we're going to finale with. I'm excited about this. It's the second annual Good Music and Arts Festival. And our national headliners are James Fortune and Fire. Then we also have as a second main headliner is Denise Tishner Davis of Kurt Carr Singers, Bobby Jones for years. Then we have national clean comedian, you all know Spike Davis. And then on top of that, we have Charles and Tanya Harris. They do like old school clean, Marvin Gaye, all that kind of really good stuff. They're amazing, travel all over the place, and in this area, they're stars. And then I'll perform. We got 4 DJs across the country coming in. Lord have mercy. We are doing, we have 20 acts, 20, like a real festival. 15 to 30 is a national festival. So we have 20. And then, of course, we have 15, about 20 vendors, and all of them have different products. So you don't have to worry about competition. Amen. Hallelujah.
Amen. Hallelujah.
And it's all free. Free to the community. You got people coming in from all over the place. So I've been getting calls all day. I had somebody call from New York, so they flying in. I don't even know who they are. You know what I'm saying? But so because this is a $75,000 show. This is a $60 to $200 ticket, depending if you're on the floor.
Right.
If we were to Orion, it would start at 50. Hands
Right.
down. It's free.
Right. That's a beautiful
Free.
thing. And thank you.
So
Thank
so
you
that's
so
kind of
much
what's
for that.
happening. We're excited to have you all there. You guys will have a couple setups, together, obviously. Um, um, we also have the souvenir booklet. This is the draft. It doesn't come out. We're going to have it digital so you can share that. And then for those that want one, they can just give a donation of 20 or more, and it has it all of that in it.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
in fact, let
beautiful.
me show you. Let me show you so you can be excited.
So I can be
So I
excited.
got you
I'm
in there.
excited.
Don't get it twisted. I got you.
You
Um,
got
and then I'm gonna let y'all get back to what y'all are doing because
me.
where is it? Where is it? Where is it? So that's what we have, and we'll have all the different information. Hang on, here it is.
Oh my. BK Royston Publishing. Yay! Yay! Okay, now I'm really excited now. Yay! And
And then
then
we got Vision Radio.
VisionRadio.com. Yay! We love it. We love
So
it. We
so
appreciate
it's
y'all
really
so
good. It's thick. It's
much.
quality.
Yay!
So if you want to get one just to have the support,
Oh, we
you all's
most definitely.
movement, we'll have it available on the website. $20 donation, and then we'll also do your logo will go on for 6 months on our World Wide Web thing. So
Thank
so
you
just
so
some
much.
really different cool stuff. So I hope that kind of helps. You know,
Yes, it definitely does. Give me your website one more time.
my bag. Oh, I'm sorry. The website is www.nomoredirty.org. I should have put it in a thing, but yeah,
Oh, we
it's
fine. I got you.
nomoredirty.org. You got it, and then you can be a part of that as well. We are going to stream it live as well. All of the events. There you go. That's it. Thank you so much.
You welcome.
Um, but we're excited. Yeah.
I'm
So
excited for you too, and you'll sleep
yeah.
next week. How about that?
Oh, that's what's up. I'm looking forward. Yeah, I'm gonna see you in a few days.
You-
That's what's up, and I look forward to meeting you all. And we're creating some different things, so I will have more information that we'll get you the vendor stuff, of course, by Wednesday. But we're working on it. So yeah,
Congratulations for all that you're doing. If you're in and around, as I tell people, you can get there plane, train, automobile, scooter, a skateboard. Be in Huntsville, Alabama. It's going to be a whole lot going on, but be sure and be with us on Sunday, October 2nd. We're starting October off with a bang, and visit the website nomoredirty.org and be sure and be with us on this coming Sunday, October 2nd. I have more BK Royston Publishing authors to introduce you to. Be
yeah,
blessed,
definitely.
sir. And thank you so
Yeah,
much.
and this is gonna probably be official. We'll do it the first weekend in October going forward because my birthday is the 8th, so this is actually a pre-birthday jam.
Was that a plug? Was that a shameless plug? Oh my Lord.
So
Happy
we about to be
birthday
on the
to
straight turn
you.
up. It's over.
Bye bye. You be blessed. Talk to you
All right, take
soon.
care. Y'all have a
Bye
good one.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Oh wow. So you can see. Yay! No more dirty.org. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, I'm gonna bring on my sister friend, Miss Lily Land.
Hi,
Miss Lily
Julia.
Land Watson. How are you, love?
I'm great. How about you, sweetie?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and tell us where people can find you on social media.
Yes, my name is Lily Land Watson, and I'm living in right now in Decatur, Alabama. And if you want to find me, of course, you can find me on Facebook, um, Instagram, and all that. But you can information if you need to send anything to me, you can look up Lilies, Lillies Acoustics. There you go at gmail.com.
So what made you first start writing?
Um, I have children. I have a bunch of children, and I had this first book I wrote was "My Cat and Knees Up a Tree," and my cat was we were very family oriented with our animals, and this cat in particular was very interactive with my kids, especially my daughter Jamela, and some of the things that he would do was really funny. So one day I was just driving because I drive school bus, and it just came to my idea some of the stuff that he does with her, and I ended up coming up with a book, My Cat and Me, because one of the first things he did when we first got him was got stuck up in a tree. And in the process of trying to get him out the tree was a lot going on. And my daughter, she was very upset, but in itself, it became a story. And then it was another incident when Rubber Dub Dub, Anis in my tub, was when Ani had to go in the bathroom with Jay while she's taking a shower, fell in the tub. That became a story. And the last one was my cat Ani is up. My cat, look, have you heard the news? A cat, Ani's taking a car cruise. That's it. And that one came about when my son was sick, and Ani ended up riding on the top of the doctor's car when the doctor got ready to leave. So it's just that things that I've heard that the best stories to be told is stories that you experience yourself, and that's just something I wanted to do.
Most definitely, most definitely. I am all about it. Things that you connect to and you connect with.
Yes.
So because the cat is adorable, the cat is cute, and I know that you'll have those books with you on this coming Sunday. And
I have
they're
them by
so
me.
yeah. So the people what you get.
Well, of course, the first one was my cat Ani is up a tree on with a sign on shining on it too much. And the next one, of course, was Rubber Dub Dub, Ani's in my tub.
Yeah.
And have you heard the new Ani's take a car? Have you heard the news? Ani's taking a car cruise. But my latest book is kind of becoming my favorite now. Is I Love You More, and it's about my baby girl Lillian. And me and her always had a competition when she was younger. She's gotten bigger now. She's a teenager now, but we always have the competition. She say, I love you. And I say, I love you more. And she wanted to say, no, I love you more. And it became a competition and came out to be a really good book. In fact,
it did. It came out beautiful.
Right. A teacher I let her read it because she rides the bus with me, and she read it. And when she got a hold of this one, she held it tight like this and said, can I have it?
Yeah.
So that made me feel really good. She wants me to read it. In
Yeah.
fact, I read it at her in her class on October the 28th. It's gonna be the book.
Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. So that is I mean, it's very, very because my mother and I are extremely tight like that too. So we have to talk each and every day, and my mother's now 82. So if I think of something, I'm calling up because you just never know when they'll be here today and be gone today. My dad was good night, and then he was gone the next morning by 7 a.m. So I know what that is to lose a family member, very, very quickly. And so therefore, that whole I love you, have a good night, talk to you tomorrow, whatever thing is big time for me. But that book I really enjoyed reading. I mean, the other ones are cute. I don't have a cat or anything like that, but it's really cute. So if you're really animal or the cat stories are adorable and they're cute and everything. But and I Love You More, you did that one. And I really enjoy that one because we really feel the heart of it. I think even those that may not have such a great relationship, it can be talking points for you. It can be a door that opens. Now you have the benefit of having a wonderful relationship with your child. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that we always agree because I don't always agree with my mama. And my mama
well, she's a teenager now, so
Yeah, I know. So I don't always agree with. I'm 59. I don't always agree with my mama. My mama don't always agree with me.
Exactly.
But we ride or die. We don't even look alike, but we ride or die. Yeah. That's just the way we roll. But it's the whole thing of the relationship that we're able to see, and I know that's really near and dear to your heart, but it's also near and dear to other people too as well.
Yes, I will hope so. Yeah.
So
I tell you, I wrote this book in about 30, 40 minutes. So it was all inside.
Yeah, because it's down in you. And so I tell people all the time, oh, you don't really want to write because things roll out of me so fast. And authors who, especially those, once you write the first one, is it easier writing more of them once you write the first one?
Oh yeah, when I wrote my cat Ani, I mean, I'm not working for them, but I was writing it while I was driving my bus. Every time I took a break, I would write. But then the second one, I mean, I'm telling you, I was driving the bus, and then and I go write something, come across my mind. Bad girl. But then the second one, of course, it started flowing.
You said a break and you said stop. You weren't writing while you were driving.
No, not driving. You said stop. Maybe a break or something in between.
You said break and you said stop.
No, but every time it come in my mind, of course you have to write it. But now what I can do now is I can speak it into the phone or into a recorder and stuff, But when I wrote I love you, say it again. When I wrote I love you more, I was at my sister's house, and it just came across me. And I mean, when I said I wrote it in about 30 or 40 minutes, I couldn't stop. I just kept writing, and I kept writing, and I kept writing. Next thing I know, within an hour, it was written. It was written. And then this young lady, I got to give her props. The ones who have the illustration, her name is Elizabeth Sykes. Oh my God. I met her mom at where I was working in Barrow County. And she told me about her daughter, because I was looking for an illustrator. She told me about her daughter. And when me and her connected, and I just gave her a picture, and I'll have the picture of me and my daughter that I used for this picture here. She drew it, and I told her, I said, just, write down, illustrate what you feel in what I wrote. And when she came back with this, I was almost in tears. So I got to give her props. This is a little young girl. And when she came back with these illustrations, which when you purchase the book, you will see the illustrations are absolutely gorgeous.
They are.
I got to give
They are.
Elizabeth Sykes. She did a really good job. Really good job.
Yeah, she really did. I like the modern feel of it too. And and I don't know, I guess just meeting you or knowing you, I see your personality comes out in all the images. The images are like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's Lily all day long.
Yeah.
I mean, that just yeah. I mean,
Yes.
she's musically inclined, and so go to her page on Facebook, because she's got a guitar. She will sing to you. So
Yeah.
she's all about the whole creative space. I'm writing books. I'm working on 2 books right now that really spotlight and support creatives, not just the ones who write, but the ones who sing, the one who are musically inclined. And I find that real creatives do more than one thing. We just, we have multiple outlets and things that we do. But go to find Lilyland on Facebook and listen to her music. It'll get down deep into your soul. It's that almost throwback of Woodstock and that whole soul. Yeah, I got you. You think I'll be checking up on my clients now. Come on now.
Exactly.
And
that's what it is.
yeah, and I love it, because I am musically eclectic. I like pretty much everything. And if I really wish they would, say more words I can understand. But I'm pretty like, I want to keep up with it, because musically I really am very, very eclectic. So I like a little bit of everything. But yeah, I check you out. I sit there and I say, oh, come on, Lily, do your thing. And she got the whole outfit and the glasses and the hair and the ambiance. And she creates a whole Lily Land Watson experience. Yay! I love it, honey. I love it. I love it. So be sure Lily Land Watson will be with us on Sunday, October 2nd, right there in Huntsville. Now, see, I'm the only one who's not living in Alabama. I'm the only one that's going to be at we have a double booth there at the Good Music and Arts Festival. Everybody else is from Alabama. I said, I don't know what happened. I don't know what God said. You're going to meet new people in Alabama. So get ready. You're going to be hanging out there a while. And Lily was in Georgia for a minute. And then she said, no, I'm moving to Alabama. So, okay, I'll put on the Alabama
24 years.
And I know, like, amazing. But I'm really, so what else are we working on? We working on something else?
Oh yeah, now I'm thinking about going to suspense. I used to love suspense. Like, used to love Nancy Drew. I'm quite sure you remember Nancy Drew back in the day.
Yeah.
And stuff. So
so we need a black Nancy.
And then
Drew?
Of course,
we don't have a black Nancy Drew.
I know.
Hey, we don't have to call her Nancy Drew, but
yeah, I know. Hey, I'm working on it. But the one that I'm almost finished with now is a how-to book, because of my experience of divorce. I just kind of want young people that's getting married to kind of have knowledge before they before they marry, to before they take that commitment of marriage. I kind of give some information of what I experienced, because I got married really, really young. And I kind of want to help some of the young people that's out there, because I have children of my own, to kind of know what to look for, kind of kind of, I guess, know what to look for before they marry to make sure that they stay married forever. Because I was married 34 years, and that's a long time to be with one person and then end up divorcing. So I'm almost done with that book. So that'll probably be out next year. It's a how-to book. It's going to be called Are You Marrying Your Soulmate? So that's what I'm working on now.
Oh, okay. I love it. I love it. And then we're working on fiction. Now, fiction, for those of you who are thinking about writing or interested in writing, fiction takes a little bit longer to write.
Yes.
Fiction takes a little bit
Gotcha.
more involved. I mean, it's like writing a script for a movie, or the fiction that I write is, it's set. My friends, my cousin who is a director and videographer says that. He said, we could take your book directly to a film or whatever, because it's set like a movie. You have to, each chapter has scenes, it has dialogue, it has a setting, it has a plot, you're leading somewhere. You're building the characters, you're building the scenery, you're making sure that people can use their senses to feel it, to taste it, to touch it. I want you to be, when book clubs read some of my fiction, they get angry, they cry, they laugh, they get mad at me, they get mad at the characters. I couldn't stand that. I'm like, yes, I got you right where I want. Yay! So that does take a little bit more time to actually do. So I have to ask you, are you hearing the characters talk in your head?
Oh my gosh, every day. That's why I'm so glad you said it, because you said it perfectly. It's like a movie. And I told somebody, I said, this one I have is called Precious Cargo. It's like it talks to me every day. And I think, like, one time I was talking and said, you got to have 2 dogs in there. You got to have 2 dogs in there, 2 German Shepherds. And I was like, okay. I got their name, Hallie and Max. It's been talking to me every day.
And they told you the names too. They told, I tell you.
Every day. So I know that's going to be a process.
Right. And so when people who are not writing fiction, they look at me like, do you need a psychiatrist? I'm like, no, I'm writing fiction. Say, no,
exactly. It's talking to me every day. I was like, I gotta have 2 dogs. Yeah, 2 dogs. You gotta have 2 dogs in there. One's gonna go with you, and one's gonna stay home.
What they say. Listen, okay, for those of you who thought about writing, if you don't do what they say, they will stop talking to you. When you're ready, just write our story, because they start talking. When they're like, when you're ready to write our story, we'll come back and tell you what the story is going to be. You're like, oh, Lord.
Exactly.
Oh, gosh. It is so great.
Oh, my God. I'm going to have to talk to you personally, because that's exactly
we'll talk this weekend. We'll have time.
Definitely.
But liliesacoustic@gmail.com. Reach out to her. Connect with her. Her books are available online, but I really want you to connect with her. If you're in the Huntsville, Alabama area, be sure and come to the 2nd annual Good Music and Arts Festival on this Sunday, October 2nd. We'll be there about noon setting up, but I think festivities are going to start between 1 and 2. So just come and camp out. It's free. Just come on in and get your chair and get ready for the music that's going to happen, the 20 plus acts, and then patronize all the vendors, of course, BK Royston Publishing, but everybody who's there, all the vendors that are going to be there, be sure and be there ready to support them. I know now BK Royston Publishing, we take everything. Cash app, credit card, we got you covered. So just come on with your plastic or your green. We got you covered. We got you covered. All right, liliesacoustic@gmail.com. Be sure and reach out to her, email her. She'll send you the links to buy her books. She'll sign them and ship them out to you. And be sure and be on the lookout for her this weekend. Coming up. There they are, the Brickley. Oh my goodness. So I had to tell y'all, they shocked my socks off because I was in Memphis, and I'm like, I think I know that man. He said, hey, how you doing? I was like, Dr. Brickley, is that you? Oh my goodness. So it was great. So proud of y'all. Y'all retired like we are. Y'all can show up anywhere, right?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh boy, you wouldn't believe we're in the car.
No. I believe it. But I'm glad. I know y'all got a whole lot going on, and your life's gonna. So go ahead and introduce yourselves. Tell us where you're from, and tell us where people can find you on social media first.
Okay. Well, you can find us on I'm going to introduce ourselves first. My name is Jessie Brinkley, and this is my husband, Al Brinkley.
Oh, okay.
And we live in Athens, Alabama. And you can find us on Facebook under Jessie Brinkley and Alfred Brinkley, on Instagram on Alfred Brinkley. What you want to say, babe?
Oh, just we're glad to be here, and we're here to talk about our book,
Okay,
which
now
is
do I have the right website? CourageousExpectationsConsulting.com, right?
yes,
Yes,
So you
courageous
can find it at
expectations, courageous
consulting.com.
expectations, consulting.com. That's correct.
Yay,
yes,
that's
Mhm.
right.
yes,
Okay, so
Yes,
introduce us to your books.
yes.
your books.
Okay, here
Okay.
we're moving a little bit. Sorry. Okay. Can you see?
Did you
Yeah,
freeze on
there
me?
you go.
We're kind of jammed.
Okay, there you go. I understand.
Okay. Let's
Let's be smart. The title is Let's Be Smart.
and we have two books. Well, the first book, you can see the blue one is a church-based book, and it comes along with the spiritual verses. And
And then we have the red one, which is school based, because we didn't want to mix the two together. You know, we got some good information from our publisher to put us on the right track with that, because school and church doesn't always go together. So, but the main focus of the book is, you know, our number one job is motivating, educating, and empowering students for success. And the title of the book, Let's Be Smart, challenges students to do the right things and to use their time wisely. Now, students may not always know, you know, everything they need to know about their future, but we need to make sure that they know that it's their responsibility to keep inquiring about it. And that's what Let's Be part of a portion of what Let's Be Smart is all about. Because not knowing is understandable, but not wanting to know, that's unacceptable.
yeah,
And Let's Be Smart is based upon three guiding principles that we use. It teaches students to have confidence in themselves and also their abilities, even if no one else does. That's what we try to instill within the student. And it also teaches them to use their gift, talents, and abilities to maximum benefit.
yes,
And it empowers students from within with knowledge, wisdom, and also, more importantly, self-discipline. You know, knowledge is knowing the truth and understanding the difference between right and wrong, which most students already do. But wisdom is making that truth a part of their character and being able to apply it to their everyday lives. And that's what Let's Be Smart tries to promote.
yes,
So we want students to, you know, enjoy their school and also to value their friends and spend time with them, but also we want them to value their education even more. We want them to know that they're not just here on this earth just taking up time in somebody else's world. They have a purpose to pursue, to fulfill.
yes,
And school is a major part of that assignment. And that's what we want to instill with this book.
yes. And like my husband said, it empowers students from within with a value system that is grounded in being self-disciplined. So they have that positive self-esteem and with a greater appreciation to value their education. And we believe that if we give students a clear path to follow and teach them to embrace what matters most in life, there are no limits to what they can achieve in life.
That's correct.
And we know that school is not easy, but there are things students can do to make their life more rewarding. And Let's Be Smart is one way the student can do it so they can complete their schoolwork and all the various activities they have going on in life.
They can complete their schoolwork without being told, and they need to ask questions when they don't understand. That those are some of the qualities we try, or some of the values we try to promote with this book.
Now, one of the things I really enjoy, of course, about the book is one, it's designed for middle and high school students. And I
Yes.
Yeah,
know that there are, there are people who say, oh, young people that age do not read, but they're incorrect.
Uh-huh.
I just looked up a statistic today, and young adult books for young adults or teens is still one of the top 5 genres that is selling the most and needed the most. And
yes,
so
yes,
Let's Be Smart is designed for middle and high school students to really get that push. And because middle and high school is hard,
Yes.
elementary is hard too, but middle and high school is very difficult time. There's a lot going on in your body. There's a lot going on in your mind. You meet new people. You may go from a small school thrust into this huge school with these new people you don't even know. They don't even like you based on how they even know you. They just look at you and categorize and classify you into a specific space. And so sometimes you need that so that you can continue to move forward. So I highly
yes, yes.
encourage you with their books for your middle and high school students, even your older elementary, like 5th
Right.
grade,
Right.
getting ready to go to middle school, all your middle school age, all your high school. Now, as you can tell, even if you're listening to this on the replay, we're predominantly educators on here. Miss Lily Watson may be driving the bus, but I guarantee you she's teaching them babies on her bus.
That's
Okay.
right.
Yes,
So
yes.
Right.
this whole educational system, it requires everybody, all hands on deck.
All hands on deck. That's
Every
right.
child does not identify with the principal, and every child doesn't necessarily identify with their teacher.
That's right.
Sometimes it's the cafeteria worker, sometimes it's the plant operator, sometimes they in love and do it for their bus driver. We've actually had that happen at my school. We had
Yes.
a child we were having difficulty with, and the bus driver got off, parked her bus, and came inside and was able to calm the child down, stay with her later, and then got her back on track, and
Right.
then went on to her next route. So I'm like, it takes a whole village these
Everyone.
days. I mean, in villages, really. I mean, that bus driver was able to calm down the child more than the school counselor, the all administrators. We like, okay, we thought that was the last straw, but after then it was the first. No, after then
Right.
for that child, it was going to be the first thing we did because the child really loved their bus driver and she
Right.
did not want to
Yes,
disappoint her at all. So anyway, I say that to say that as the majority of authors that are going to be there Sunday are educators. The Brinkleys as well as myself, we're retired educators. Yay! And
Yes.
yes.
we still have a desire to help
Hallelujah.
the village and to be a part of the village. Now, the Brinkleys
Which,
are available to come to your school, whether virtually or in person. They travel, as you well know, and as
yeah.
I well know, they travel and they are willing to assist and be a village to support the effort. Sometimes it takes people from the outside. You
Yes.
Yes,
can
yes,
a teacher can say that they know that as educators. You can say that same thing, and then a guest come in, and the kids act like they're hearing it for the first time, and you
That's
that's
look at
right.
them
right.
like, "Are
That's
y'all
right.
serious? Y'all know I say that all the time."
That's
But
right.
I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. So you can purchase their book at courageousexpectationsconsulting.com. Meet
Yeah.
them on Sunday, October 2nd at the Good Music and Arts Festival. We're at the Big Spring Park East. That's on Church Street, I think it is.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not in Huntsville, so I don't know that specifically, but
Yes.
I also wanted to let you know that um, Let's Be Smart. It doesn't matter whether you get the principles are all there, whether you're getting the faith-based version or the school-based version.
Right.
But there's actual scriptural text in the faith-based version. So if you're
That's correct.
a youth group at a church ministry, a youth ministry, and you want something a little bit different, it's still very biblically based. But if you want something a little bit different, especially when you look at the cover, it has all kind of diverse
Yes.
children,
Yes.
but it primarily has African American children And that one little girl, she could be biracial, but we're really striving to make sure that our children, diversity, inclusion, as makes sense, and that is we have the resources and the tools so that they can see themselves, get representation,
Right.
apply the principles, and definitely live their best life. Anything
That's
else
right.
y'all want to add?
That's right. Yes.
Yes.
Anything else
And
you
this
wanna-
book is sort of like parenting in a book,
One-on-one
you know,
parenting.
but you you learn a lot of things about what you need to know to become a better student. And if you can go in the book and find it for yourself, it has more meaning and it lasts longer within your mind.
And you can use it as a reference. And at the end of the chapter, when you're reading the chapters in the book, you can jot down your notes that you took while you're reading, and you can always go back as a reference to help you in any situations. Okay, so it's okay to get this book, and you will enjoy it.
And it's an easy read. You know, it only
It is.
on- only takes about 45 minutes to go through it and
Yeah.
read it, and it's full of, you know, real valuable information. That there's not a lot of fluff in it, if
To
for
the
lack
point.
of a better word.
Yeah.
Parents, teachers, school counselors, be sure and pick this book up for your young people. Sometimes you need a reinforcement. You
That's
saying
right.
it, but sometimes you need resources and a reinforcement. I'm gonna bring Miss
Yeah.
Lily back in, and Dr. Nettles is not able to come on tonight. She's in transit, but I did want to let you know that Dr. VernetteCNettles.com is her website where all of her books are. You're able to meet up with her. She's coming from Montgomery to Huntsville on Sunday. And then also another author, Miss Lisa Johnson, I'm sorry. Miss Lisa Johnson will also be with Dr. Nettles. So we're going to have 2 tents full.
Yeah.
And books, and more books. Y'all know I'm gonna bring all as many books as
Oh
I
yes.
can get in my car.
Yeah.
And be sure and meet us on yes, there it is, on Sunday, October 2nd at the second annual Good Music and Arts Festival, Big Spring Park East, 200 Church Street,
Yeah.
3 p.m. Central Standard Time. But bring your chair, bring your, I don't know how hot it's gonna be, I don't know, it's cool right now, but
Yeah.
bring your umbrella if you need to, bring your water bottle so you stay hydrated. I know there is a sponsor that's going to be providing water, but it's free. So come in and enjoy the music, support all the vendors,
Yes.
get their information. Be sure and go
Yes,
to the BK
yes.
Royston Publishing double booths. We'll have double tents there, and support us and all of the books there. Share the information, share with other people. Let
Yes.
other people know that there are some phenomenal books by some phenomenal African American authors to help you take you definitely to the next level. So I look forward to getting there. And thank you, Miss Lisa, cousin Lisa, for watching. Thank you, love. And everybody else who's going to be watching the replay, be sure and meet us there.
Yeah.
Sunday, October 2nd, second annual Good Music and Arts Festival, Big Spring Park
Spring Park.
East, 200 Church Street at least 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be there with some phenomenal music, fun for the whole entire family. You all
Yes.
be blessed and have a great night. And I look forward to seeing you all in Huntsville.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.